more aggressive. He's a lot more read heavy, and he'll actually do his best to have you go in your face and make you go ahead and guess for the wrong move.
Flegar's playstyle is definitely, I want to say it's a little bit stigmatized in the community, and I think that's unfair because he seeked a lot of amazing results from it. And like a lot of his decisions, while they are very, very hard callouts, most of them are very informed. Like he doesn't usually make like a hard callout in the first game, like almost ever. Like he makes a hard callout to like win a set or like put him in a position to win the set. He's a very, very strong player in my opinion. And
so we're gonna see what happens here. Getting that pierce with the counter in the beginning, that's a lot of coverage.
Oh, the classic CADC grab.
And he's already almost completely set up with burst, not giving Ghost really a chance to breathe, which is really important. Especially
Ghost is just taking this.
Good E-speed, actually, to make sure he didn't get caught by the counter. Giving Ghost a small chance of reprieve, and Ghost trying to go forward.
I like Ghost's decision to like not try and hit Flegar while at disadvantage. He just jumped over. He took a tiny hit, but he got out of the corner. He has positional advantage. Oh, and now he's going to get hit. He's going to hit him out of burst and get a ton of damage.
Thanks to Sunny Day, that's going to be a lot of damage just from Fire Spin alone. Flegar has to kind of take all of these hits.
Oh, and he forgot about the follow-up, I think.
Yeah, he did, definitely. He wasn't really ready for that. Or maybe he might have wanted to consider counter or light screen, and neither of them actually executed to his liking.
Yeah, definitely.
Really good side Y attempt by Flegar, and then just dodging the entire side Y entourage.
And jumping is not an option you see very often in field-based because it's very laggy. But Flegar making good use of it. It's still good once in a while because it's a very unorthodox approach that covers angles that you can't normally catch. So if they're already doing something like he was, it's very hard to deal with.
Oh, waited. Oh, Ghost just needed a little bit more time to actually let the counter work in his favor.
It's going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, but thankfully, because Flegar had a lot of hits prior to that, it ended up scaling a bit. This gives Ghost a small chance, but he's going to have to be careful with what he chooses to do
Ghost
next.
is definitely still in the game. First breaks in is one of the strongest. It's a very, very oppressive state of a character to fight against. She can just rack up shield damage, she can rack up chips so fast. Like you saw him just steal like over 100 damage a chip, just like that, snap of a finger. Like this is all mine to use. And
what happened? Oh no, I think that
I think his input got stuff out by exhaust.
Most likely.
Exhaust is something, so for anyone watching at home, exhaust is something that happens when you're about to run out of meter once you're in burst mode. And it basically, it'll cancel a lot of your inputs. There's like a brief period of time where you can't input anything, so a lot of people, they'll wake up and they'll have exhaust and they'll get their input even, and they're like, what happened?
Yeah, on very rare occasions, there are a few times where exhaust will occur, but somebody will still be able to follow through with whatever they wanted to execute.
Yeah, a lot of time it's them knowing, or they're like, they just buffered in the correct time coincidentally, but a lot of times it's like, okay, I know I have exhaust, I'm gonna wait. Exhaust is a very useful mechanic though, if you're aware of it and you're ready for it, because it grants you free invincibility frames. But a lot of people don't quite use it yet. It's something that I would like to see explored more. But yeah, a lot of people have some issues with it.
Flegar does not give Ghost any time to breathe. Again, extremely important in this matchup, because when that happens, breaks in, that's what actually makes her an extreme threat. And you can already see there's a huge advantage.
Oh, and here we go. This is what I was talking about. So there we go, another FCC. FCC is a very tight input. It's something that a lot of break-ins will drop, but Ghost just doesn't. He's just so good. Like he never drops his flame charge cancels, which is FCC. He's just so like a lot of break-ins will argue that he has some of the best execution out of all the break-ins. And
then
what a grab.
Going for the grab, this might actually come close to closing it out.
Yeah, he's going to leave him one hit.
Not quite yet, but thanks to synergy, Flegar is still barely alive. But now he really has to be careful about what he wants to do.
Just
Sideways,
getting hit by one of the holes in one of the not blocked string parts of that string of pressure there. Very impressive, like was mentioned earlier. First breaks is very strong.
Between Farfetch'd and those small bits of side Y, getting snuffed by the aerial.
Oh, what a grab. Okay, Ghost is feeling a lot more comfortable now. The first game he was very defensive, he was just waiting, and Flegar was taking advantage of that a lot. But Ghost is like, okay, I know how he likes to play. Let's do this.
Ghost just needs at least one game, if not just one round, to actually understand what somebody wants to do. But Flegar already here building up the synergy that he needs to come on back. Hitting him up against the wall, and one more force bomb, trying to force him to do something. Farfetch'd coming out, trying to add in all that pressure, just like you mentioned before. And another force palm that actually send Ghost all the way out to the far side. Trying to use JY to his advantage, definitely didn't work out. Good job using the Aura Sphere. That was a good Aura Sphere. The first one got rid of Psywave. The second one he knew had to throw out quickly since he saw that Ghost was going to jump over
Very good charge. Slightly charged Aura Sphere to uncharged Aura Sphere. Very well placed Aura Sphere.
Yeah, the awareness by these two right now is definitely really incredible.
Definitely.
And the best part about it is we're still very early in the bracket right now.
Yeah, this is super early.
Going for another
There's another.
cancel.
Look at these FCCs. He just does them like they're nothing.
And it's smart that he uses Flamethrower, actually, so that way he gets the enhancement that he needs.
Definitely.
Ghost recognizing that Flegar wanted to get rid of his burst.
Flegar's making a lot of good use of these jump-ins. Ghost isn't really covering it very well, and Breakson definitely has blind spots above her. You wouldn't think so with that giant anti-air that Flamethrower is, but she definitely has like a blind spot for jump-ins if you use them very smart. And Flegar's using them very well.
Yeah, very good, especially considering the charge is what he needed to actually just completely close out the game. The one thing that was really impressive by Flegar is that he actually